back to our final segment. This is the one I've been looking forward to all of them, so no, I can't lie. But I am very, very excited about this. But I'm also excited that we have spent the last 2 days immersing ourselves in so much wonder. I will share that most of the sessions are already up. There are sessions coming in the next 24 hours. So if you missed one or you were torn between breakout this or breakout that, then please go to Microsoft Accessibility YouTube channel and you will see on the front page the sessions as we post them. So please do check those out. I also have to share some of the pretty phenomenal and amazing numbers from the last couple of days. We have had over 6,500 registrants for the Ability Summit. That is an all-time and amazing record. And we're still gathering all the intel, but the one that really got me is that 97 countries have been a part of this event over the last 2 days. So let me just, I had to put on my last shirt for today. I've got one more actually, because I'm coming back. My last shirt, this is from 3 years ago. It is blue. It has the letter A and Y on it. And in between, it has a, I'm not sure what you call that. I would say a turning knob thing with the numbers all the way up to 11 and volume. If you can guess the musical, what that's alluding to, I encourage you to post that on social media with the hashtag Ability Summit. This was actually from 3 years ago, and we did post it at that time just for the nerdy herd to say, do you know what this shirt means? So I've got one more to go, but I had to put on the musical shirt because my biggest privilege is to now introduce someone who's going to take us out and bring us full circle with celebration of this 10th birthday for Ability Summit and the celebration of everything that we stand for when it comes to inclusion of people with disabilities and accessibility. I watched Mandy perform on America's Got Talent when she got a golden buzzer, and I've told her this, I wept. And it wasn't just Simon Cowell. I mean, he does tend to make people cry, but I wept watching and seeing someone with a musical, beautiful background get that golden buzzer. I did music myself as a kid and through college, and as a deaf person, I found a leader and a role model. I'm, by the way, a very terrible musician these days. I'm much more of a nerd, but the love for this woman is profound, and I'm deeply honored that you're here with us today, Mandy, and Amber, who is an amazing musical interpreter to support this as well. So Mandy, thank you.
Oh my gosh, I love you too. It is truly my honor to be here, and I am just blessed to be a part of something that's so incredible. 10 years of making the world more inclusive and more accessible for people. That's just, I don't even have words for you. I don't even have words. I'm just going to sing some music because that's how I feel.
Well, we're going to go on so that we can sing and dance, and I will leave it all in your hands.
Oh, absolutely. There's no judgment. You sing as loud as you want to. I can't hear you anyway. This first song is called This Time, and it's about community and about getting up off the floor and moving forward together as a team. And I think, to me, the most important part of all of this, and the most important part of stuff like the Ability Summit, is that we are working together to make the world better. And we have no idea how far we're actually going to go. It's one step at a time, and I'm honored that I get to be taking those steps with you. Nice to meet you. Are we flying? Or is it all in my head? I'm second guessing, but I trying before it all disappears. Seconds turned into minutes, wasted time instead of living. Please don't stand in my way. I am running out of nowhere. Yes, I'm moving on, I'll lose the race if I wait. I'm so close that I can taste it. Yes, I'm moving on. Whoa, I'm running. This time I'm gonna make it. Whoa, I'm running. This time. The hardest part of all is knowing how to catch my breath. I'm scared to risk it all. Take a chance, close my eyes and try again. But seconds turned into minutes, wasted time instead of living. Please don't stand in my way. I am running out of nowhere. Yes, I'm moving on, I'll lose the race if I wait. I'm so close that I can taste it. Yes, I'm moving on. Whoa, I'm running. This time I'm gonna make it. Whoa, I'm running. This time. Whoa, I'm running. This time I'm gonna make it. Whoa, I'm running. This time I'm gonna make it. I'm not the same kid I used to be. Oh, this time I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna chase it from here. 'Cause seconds turned into minutes, wasted time instead of living. Please don't stand in my way. I am running out of nowhere. Yes, I'm moving on, I'll lose the race if I wait. I'm so close that I can taste it. Yes, I'm moving on. Whoa, I'm running. This time I'm gonna make it. Whoa, I'm running. This time. Whoa, I'm running. This time I'm gonna make it. Whoa, I'm running. This time. So I wanted to play this next song, and I know that some of you might recognize it, but there is such a profound story behind it. I, like many people, have smacked into a lot of barriers of my life. My losing of my hearing as part of music education being that my whole life changed at the drop of a hat, and starting to navigate a new world with all these different make-believe rules. I was told from the get-go that because I was deaf, I wasn't allowed to be a musician. I was told that even if I tried, I would never be a good musician. And I surrounded myself with people who constantly challenged the stereotypes for them. I met an incredible man named Eric Weinmeier, who's the first blind man to climb Mount Everest. Let that sink in for just a second. He's not only climbed Mount Everest, but he's climbed the top 7 summits on the highest mountains everywhere. The man is unstoppable. And he rocked my world with a very small question. He asked me, why am I not writing my own songs? Why am I not performing more? Why am I holding myself back? And I said, I'm afraid. I've been told by everybody that I'm going to fail. And I've believed it for such a long time that I'm afraid to try. And he said, what's the worst that can happen? I have focused so much of my life on what's the worst that can happen, trying to protect myself from failure, that I don't live and I don't try. And recently I decided to change my thinking a little bit from what's the worst that can happen to what's the best that can happen. What's the best that can happen by us coming together, working hard, making the world more accepting? What's the best that can happen by new technology that can change one person's life initially, but has an impact for all? What's the best that can happen by being brave enough to try to write a little song? An awful lot. I didn't have any idea that this song was going to become kind of an anthem for some people. And I certainly didn't think that it was going to be seen 500 million times because of America's Got Talent. But what's the best that can happen? The best that can happen is I was willing to try it all. I don't feel the way I used to. The sky is gray, much more than it is blue. But I know one day I'll get through, and I'll take my place again if I would try. If I would try. I don't love the way I need to. You need more, and I know that much is true. So I'll fight for our breakthrough, and I'll breathe in you again if I would try. If I would try. Oh, there is no one but me to blame, 'cause I know the only thing in my way is me. I don't live the way I want to. That whole picture never came into view. But I'm tired of getting used to the day. So I will try. So I will try. If I would try. If I would try. Oh. Yeah. Thank you. I am just honored. I'm honored, guys. I'm honored to be with you. I'm honored to know that you guys are working so hard. And as a person who has a lot of barriers in my life, and I can tell you that knowing that there's technology out there, knowing that there's people working as hard as you are, not only does it give me the abilities to achieve my dreams and chase my dreams in the first place, it gives me the confidence to dream at all. Knowing that barriers are meant to be broken and can be broken, it gives me the ability to open my eyes and to really go beyond the small little insignificant dream that the world kind of tried to shove me into. So thank you so much for everything that you're doing. And in honor of trying, I wanted to know, I'm going to put this down for just a hot second. I wanted to know if you guys would be willing to try yourself to do something that I think is quite a fun bonding community experience, but allowing us to communicate on one plane together. I want to sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And I know that it's a familiar song. You're like, oh, I know that one. Feel free to sing along if you want to. Sing along with me. I can't tell. It's not going to bother me at all. But I wanted to also invite you to sign the song with me. So if it's okay with you, not that you have a choice, I want to teach you really basic way of signing the song. I'm not trying to force you to learn an entire language in one 5-minute segment. Don't worry, no pressure. But I do this with little baby kids all the way to little kids at heart. And I think that you would do an amazing job. And I think that it would be a beautiful way for us to come together, all 6,500 of us and more, to be together. So, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. First line is somewhere over the rainbow, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our pointer finger and we're gonna kind of shake it back and forth, kind of like a, no you didn't kind of a thing. So somewhere, and then for over the rainbow, we're gonna take 4 shapes and we're gonna create a rainbow. So somewhere over the rainbow. Oh, it's doing good. Ready one more time? Somewhere over the rainbow. So now you're going to take 2 peace signs and we're going to start level and we're going to look up, way up high. So it's like we're looking for the future. We're looking at our dreams, way up high. So somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. There's a land. So you're going to draw that land out. There's a land that I've heard of. So what we're going to do is we're going to make these tiny like little birds and we're going to have them whisper next to our ear as gossip. There's a land that I've heard of once, way in the back, a lullaby. So it's music, baby, it's a lullaby. Doing okay? Not so scared? You're doing fantastic. I can't see you, but I know in my heart that you're doing a really amazing job. So let's do that whole thing together. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land, little gossip birds that I heard of once in a lullaby. Next verse. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue. And the dreams. So what we're doing is we're going to set up our dream. It's this like those invisible bubbles, you know, that people talk in the cartoons is like, So that's our dream. And the dream, we're going to take our 2 pointer fingers. And we're going to stay in this hand shape for a little bit, so just keep that in mind. We're going to have one be up there with our dream, and this is us, and we're going to work our way to our dream until we connect. So, in the dream that you dare to dream, keep this hand shape, really do. I still had it, come true. That's really happen. Good? You're doing fantastic. So now we've come to the bridge. Someday I'll wish upon a star. So in the future, someday I'll wish, and remember our handshake from the dream, upon a star. And wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Take our 2 peace signs, and we're gonna crook them like weird hooks, where troubles melt like lemon drops And for way above the chimney tops, we're going to have our self, and we're going to adventure forward way above the chimney tops. Okay? That's where you'll find me. So good, guys. So good. Almost there. Last verse. Somewhere over the rainbow, blue birds fly. So for fly, you're going to make kind of like a pirate hook, and you're going to wiggle him around and have him travel wherever he wants to go. So blue birds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Y into a Y shape. Y, then a Y. Can't hide. So good. You guys ready to give it a try? I think that you're going to do an awesome job. Okay, let's go. So we're going to start with our somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue. Dream, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up with clouds so far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops way above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, blue birds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why, then why can't I? Added bonus, if happy little blue birds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I? Yeah, you did such a good job. I can't see it, but I know you did a good job. I could feel it in my bones. So proud of you, and thank you for being, I don't know, being willing to try. It's fantastic for me personally, but it's also fantastic when we do stuff together. And so I wanted to end our time with another song that I wrote called 1 Minute, and just again to say thank you. Thank you for being innovative, and I know that this is just the beginning. I know that we have so much to accomplish, so many things to improve, so much to make better. And I hope that you know that the work that you do, it impacts people across the world, some that you will never even know that you touch. But at the same time, not only are you allowing them to have the tools that they need to live the life that they want, you're also allowing people the ability to dream bigger than they thought that they could initially. And I think that is a really powerful thing. It's an amazing world that we have. And it's amazing not because it is, but because it's full of unique differences everywhere. Everyone is special, everyone is creative, and everyone has the ability to pour in and bring something new to the table. So thank you guys so much for all your hard work. This is a new song that I wrote, and it's just about love, and it's how I feel about you guys. Darling, you've changed me. Should have been hard, but it was easy, 'cause I felt more love in a minute than a lifetime. Yes, I felt more love in a minute than a lifetime. How can I begin to sleep knowing you are next to me? My heart is dancing like it's never danced before, and I felt more love, and I pray there's more. And I could stay here forever and never move. Yes, I could stay here forever next to you and feel more love, and feel more love, and feel more love, and feel more love, and feel more love. Maybe this is just a dream, fleeting moment happening, but I felt more love in a minute than a lifetime. Yes, I felt more love in a minute than a lifetime. And I could stay here forever and never move. Yes, I could stay here forever next to you and feel more love, and feel more love, and feel more love, and feel more love, and feel more love. Yes, I stay here forever and never move. Yes, I could stay here forever next to you and feel more love. Darling, you've changed me. Should have been hard, but it was easy, 'cause I felt more love in a minute than a lifetime. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for letting me be a part of the Ability Summit, and congratulations on 10 amazing years. And I'm looking forward to the next 100 years, because I'll be around somehow. I'm looking forward to seeing all of the amazing things that happen in the future. And thank you, Jenny, for inviting me.
Thank you. That was just beautiful. And that last song, all about love, I can't think of a better way to end, folks. Thank you to you both, Amber as well. And with that, folks, let me say a massive, huge, enormous thank you. My last shirt is on. It says the future is accessible. It's not a Microsoft shirt. It's made by Annie Segara. And I think it brings home the importance of Ability Summit. I said right at the beginning, the power that we have with this conference, the reason that we've been doing this for 10 years is because we accelerate by collaborating, by listening, by leaning in, by leveraging all the energy, all the expertise that there is in the 1 billion people with disabilities around the world, and the community of experts on accessibility. These 2 days have been magical. It's been our first virtual conference. We have an enormous amount of learning. We could write a book. We'll try and get that done by tomorrow. But in the meantime, I urge you all to spend time thinking about how you are going to make a future that is inclusive, accessible, and empowering to everyone. On behalf of Ability Central here, on behalf of the entire crew that has worked remotely and virtually to pull off this conference, a really big, grand experiment, by the way, I say a huge thank you. And I wish you the very best rest of this week and the rest of this year. Because with every moment that you have, you can and you will make a difference. I believe that. So on behalf of us all, a big thank you, goodbye, and I will love you all again soon. Take care.